Hey folks, GHondo here, and welcome back to Captain of Industry. This is episode 25. In the last episode, major accomplishment, we found and began exploiting this nice sulfur mine, which I'm sure smells just delightful, because the sea already smells great, and then you add sulfur to it, which is rotten eggs, and it's all good. So, wouldn't want to be the 24 poor buggers that work there, but anyway. That is nice though. We will get much better, so if I could click on the right building, that'd be helpful. Much nicer rubber production out of that. Just using up some diesel and sulfur instead of using up coal and producing wastewater, so that would be very nice. We are researching burners right now, which I don't have any interest in, but it's a requisite for the one I do have interest in, which is the wheat farming. Because food is getting to be just, I mean, it's holding, but it is ever so slightly slipping. But it looks like we're going to turn 8 wheat basically into 12 food, so that will be nice. And yeah, we're just going to let that run. We can actually bump that up a bit. Otherwise, things are looking good. Our productions are all fine. Maintenance is up and running. We're holding in on research parts despite the research going, so I think we're doing okay. We have this vast field of forestry happening. Very nice. It looks like they're pretty much done planting, which is probably what you guys are complaining about, right? Oh no, it's that we have too much wood. Okay, fair enough. Right, because the only thing that we really use wood for right now is the coal maker, which is currently not necessary because we're doing plenty sufficient with our 2 giant coal mines. So I suppose I could leave this on, which would just reduce the amount of digging we need to do. It doesn't matter, I suppose. Why not? That'll give the trees something to do. Other than just sitting there quietly growing, I guess. Anyway, so you are back, you are repaired. We still have a bit of sulfur waiting to offload. And there's our burner tech, which again, I don't really care so much about, but it was a requisite, so we'll have to have it. Yeah, basically it lets you just not worry about solid waste at the cost of more air pollution. And I don't know, I mean, we certainly have a lot of waste. We are making vast piles. So I mean, maybe it's something we should be doing? I don't know. I'm just concerned about pollution, because I don't actually know, what we can do about that. I'm going to look though, do we have anything about pollution controls? There's the burner itself, there's better diesel. Now the problem with this search of course is it's going to show me everything that produces pollution as well. Whereas what I'm looking for is stuff that gets rid of. Okay, so here, okay. But again, this is, dealing with solid matter to get rid of, to give us more air matter, which is not really what I'm after. I'm hoping to find, and maybe this isn't a thing, but I'm hoping that there's some way. Okay, so there's a way to treat water pollution, although again that causes more air pollution. Oh, here we go. Okay, so it does exist. It's obviously way later in the game, but it does at least exist, so that's good. And it looks like it doesn't completely eliminate it, but it does at least reduce it, which would be nice. Okay, excellent. All right, good to know. Good to know. Now, while we're waiting on that, why don't you go and continue exploring? Where shall we go look next? Maybe somewhere just off the sulfur mine. Yeah, go out here. Thank you so much. Just tons of sulfur, because we don't really use too much other than rubber, and we're not using all that much rubber, so we definitely don't need more sulfur yet. Excellent. How are we doing on oil? You still got tons. Yeah, no problem at all. Why? Oh, currently consuming. I guess they just use power when they're actually draining from the ship. But when it's just sitting there. Okay, that makes sense. Speaking of power, I think we're still totally good. Yeah, we're not even remotely pushing. I don't think we've even used the diesel generators in quite some time. But that's good, because I don't want to be burning diesel for no reason. Now, this wheat farm, am I going to be needing yellow parts? Yes, but not too many. Okay. So maybe we'll do some more upgrades while we're waiting on that. What shall we upgrade next? Oh, never mind, let's just have wheat right now. Okay, so we have this one doing trees. So let's leave that. Let's plunk in yellow what's coming up, or is yellow the one it's on? Okay, yellow must be the one it's on. So then this one, the next one here, is going to be wheat. Okay, so you're going to produce 70 wheat. So it's basically the same as potatoes, except after we process it, we'll actually get more. Because it's those 8, for every 8 turns into 12 bread from what we recall. I just don't know how many mills I need, how many baking, like I don't know the ratios or anything yet, but we'll figure it out. Looks like the actual processing time is the same, 30 seconds to 30 seconds, so I think however many I need based on the number of fields, at least these two will be the same. Alright, so the mill should be near the farm, and the baking unit just needs water. Okay. Apparently we're also going to be producing animal feed, which I don't know what we do with. We don't have any animals yet, so we're not going to worry about that. But we want this to be kind of near access to the farms and to water. So why don't we put you, let's say, if it matters what way I face it, because we're not actually piping anything out yet anyway, but let's put you there, and you, like that. Something like that. Leave a bit of a gap for them to drive through if they need to. This will give us easy access to water, and if I ever do decide to put it in piping, that will be an option. Okay, excellent. Sounds good. I think we can get away with just minor pipes. So I don't think this is going to use a ton of water. 4 every 30 seconds, yeah, that should be no problem at all. Okay. Good. Now, we probably, while we're at it, might as well get some storage for the animal feed. Because, like I say, I don't know what we're doing with it yet, if anything. We'll plunk that up here, yeah? Just so we have it. That will buy me a ton of time to figure out what to do with it, because each of these passes only produces 1, so I basically have 360 half minutes. And even then, that's only if this thing runs continuously. The 70 wheat, I guess, will only run, what's that, about 11, 12 times, so yeah, that'll buy me tons and tons of time to figure this out. Cool, okay. And what I should also do then, I should upgrade one of these food markets, so I will be allowed to put bread in it. Excellent, okay. Let's let them build all that. Oh, we found more pirates. Get them. Get them, Absurdides. Ooh, our first defeat. Not ideal. Now I wonder if they stay damaged, or if when I sail back, if they're going to have also repaired. In which case I should wait till I have armor, which I'm really just waiting on iron for. How are we doing on iron? Are you still going full time? You should be. Absolutely should be full time. Yeah, there's no delay there, so. Good. So iron is flowing as well as it can. Okay, so you guys are up and ready. Perfect. Water's in place, just waiting on the flour. You're just waiting on the wheat to grow, which will be in 3 months. And I guess our fertility is not spectacular because you're already complaining of the 70, you're only going to get 46, which is actually not that good, guys, but anyway. I guess we'll at some point have to get into fertilization. Good stuff. But anyway, the fact is that will give us a different food source, and that is good. So you will allow breads. Cool. Okay. What shall we research next? I mean, I guess there are... Oh, well, there's actually fertilizer right there, isn't it? Oh, we can burn the animal feed into compost. Well, that'd be a good way to get rid of that. Like I say, we don't have animals yet, so we might as well get some value out of it. Then yeah, let's just do that. Works for me. And the composter will need access to water, but that's fine. So we'll just need a mixer. Okay, and it's just 30 yellow parts, so we have plenty left over, so we're going to continue the upgrade process. And I'm just going to basically be doing all of these, so it doesn't really matter now what order I do them in. I'm just going to do a couple at a time, let them get going. Excellent. Okay, so all that is done. We are now milling and baking bread. Awesome. So now we'll have to just keep an eye on this and see if it slowly ticks up. It was basically hovering before I started this around the 48 to 50 mark. So if that starts to tick up, we know we're winning. If it still is ticking down, then we'll need to adjust some more. Like, I may have to put in a third farm. I'm kind of trying to avoid doing that, but I may have to. What's interesting is your fertility is willing to go much higher. I wonder if... Do trees count as a quote-unquote easy one, i.e. sort of like having an off year? Maybe. So maybe at some point... I should take vegetables out, put trees in there. Put some wheat back in here, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Having said that, this is showing that a higher natural replenish than this one is. Yeah, I really don't know. For now, I'm just going to leave it, because I really don't know. But we'll wait and see. You're still repairing. That's fine. These storages are done. Let's do the next set. There we go. Now we have tons and tons and tons and tons of storage for all this stuff. It's very nice. And I think I do still have other storages floating around here and there. Those are the assemblers. Not entirely sure. Oh, there's one. That could absolutely go. I don't know if there is if there's a convenient way to just kind of cycle through the buildings of the same type. I certainly haven't seen such an option. But if there is, that would be very helpful in a case like this where I just want to basically go around and hit every single one eventually. Because now these storages here I couldn't do because they actually count as modules, not storage. Although I suppose I could just arbitrarily plunk a fluid storage in down here. I don't really think that's necessary, but I could. Here's a storage. Full of copper. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let's get you. And a backup diesel storage. Yep, we'll do that and that. I think that might be everybody now. Oh, I am wrong. We have all this extra iron storage, which is just for iron ore, and it's basically empty. So why don't I just upgrade maybe 2 of them and then just delete the other 2? That's probably the easiest way, right? Okay. Yeah, so you'll empty those and to there and just basically compress them. It'll have the exact same amount of total storage, but it takes up half the space, and that's nice. How convenient. Anyway, there is our fertilizer. So let us pause and figure out where is the mixer. Here it is. Right, so you're going to want access to water and to be in this area. So again, I think I'll just put you up here somewhere. Maybe somewhere near this, right? Looks like the water... Besides the water coming in. Am I blind, or is there two? Because it looks like... There's something. Is there two water accesses? Because it looks to me like there's the water access in the bottom right, which is what I'm trying to line up right now. And then this looked like water as well in the... Am I wrong? Does that not look in the top left corner there like a blue... I mean, I guess it isn't, but certainly is what it looks like. Anyway, we're not going to worry about it. Let's just pipe that in. And you are going to be turning animal feed into compost, and then compost into fertilizer. Perfect. This is officially organic fertilizer. Do I have to pipe that in, or can the trucks just drive that over? Guess we'll find out in a bit, once they actually make some of it. Let's watch this and see how this goes. Okay, so that was just the flour. Where is the animal feed? Oh, maybe they are going to wait until they have enough of it to make it worth doing a trip. That makes sense. That makes some sense. Just keep an eye on this. When this changes downwards, then I know a truck has grabbed it and I gotta watch it. Let's see, make sure it's going to the right place. It should go straight here, but it might go to the storage first. Not certain on that. Okay, somebody just grabbed. It was you. Perfect. Okay, so yes, you are going straight here. That is good. Having said that, you appear to not have a good route. So that tells me it's ramp o'clock. That'll help. Actually, if I just... I mean, I'm going to build the ramp anyway, but I'm thinking maybe I should just conveyor this bit. Yeah, I don't know. Because I may at some point actually want animals, in which case I won't want fertilizer as much. I'll want some of that animal feed for actual animals, but... I don't know. Anyway, we are waiting for that truck to find a long, long, long path around. Oh, it did drop it off. I just didn't see it. It just hasn't actually run. Oh, you only have 10 of the 12 because I'm blind. That'd be a good reason. Never mind. There we go. There, that should help. Now they don't have to drive all the way around the farms to switch sides here, which would be nice. But we do need to wait for another batch. So this may be a while because we have to wait for more wheat to grow. Okay. That we won't worry about that for now. Let us instead... Okay, you are up and running. So now I do want to see, and it's actually worth, even if I lose the battle again, I just want to see if I fight the still damaged versions, or if they also repair much like we did. And I think it's that information is worth a bit of pain. Besides, I'm sure Absurdity doesn't mind getting beaten up for the sake of science, right? You're spinning quite hard, but you're only barely running, and that's fine. Oh, somebody is done. We are out of iron. There is still tons and tons and tons to get. So what we are going to do then, we're going to change your designated area. Yeah, this entire mountain basically. So congratulations, this is now your area. And we are going to mine. I wonder if I have to flatten this before they'll be able to get at this. I don't know. So maybe I'll come at it from this side. Maybe that would make more sense. Yeah, some of that they're not going to be able to do immediately, but that's okay. They should be able to get this started, and once they dig down to this, it should be fine. But that will give you enough work to do for quite some time. And a lot of that will be dirt as well, but that's fine. We can always use more dirt for more bricks, so I don't mind that in the slightest. Actually, I wonder, given... Are we low on actual iron ore? Like, I know it's the smelter itself is... Or excuse me, the furnace is the real slow part, but how are we on in terms of actual iron ore? We are actually kind of low. I think I'm going to put a second extractor up there. Oh, hang on, ship in battle. Okay, so they do repair as well. Okay, good to know. So I'm afraid you're going to lose again. But that's fine, now at least we know. So there's no point in going there until we get armor. But let's crank up iron mining. I think that will absolutely help, which of course also requires iron, but yeah, spend money to make money, right? Did any of my trading partners sell iron? Don't think they did, but I don't remember now. I think they just had, yeah, they have iron scrap, which I mean, I guess is still helpful, because we can still turn that into iron. But I don't think... Where was the other settlement? Oh, that's right, it was you. Don't think this is going to help us much. Oh, okay, so that's where we can get animals from. That's good to know. But yes, you definitely do not... You do not provide iron directly. But having that scrap means this can now be going much... Oh, that's the copper. Let's look at the right one. Right, having that scrap lets you run this one while we're waiting on this. So I think that's still quite useful. Are you done yet? No, you are not. And now this is back, so we're going to be even lower on iron. Good. So you know what? Why don't we pick up a bunch more scrap? There we go. Let's make sure the old furnace here is running full time. No questions asked. Okay. Oh, there's our excavator. Perfect. And I might then need more pickups. In fact, as it is, I might need more even just for the one. Yeah, almost certainly I'm going to need... Let's bump you up to 5. That way. I want to make sure there's never a moment where you guys are stuck waiting on something to do. And again, I realize that a bit of this is going to be just dirt. If I really want to, I could probably squint really hard and fix it, but I'm not going to bother. I'll just let them do their thing. Alright, good. Meanwhile, have we made any fertilizer yet? I'm going to say probably not. Okay, that's alright. But we definitely have made a lot of bread. This has... Okay, so this is achingly slowly, but it is eking its way back up. And I have to assume that simply getting fertilizer, eventually, we won't be making enough to have every crop be affected by it, but if it's even occasionally fertilized, it will improve ever so slightly, and that's all I'm looking for at this point, is incremental upgrades. What would be really nice, actually, and I doubt the game has this, but I could be wrong, it's an option where if, for example, we have tons of these, like we're more than 3/4 full, to just skip this and pick something else automatically without me having to go in and remember to do it, because that's just not going to happen. I can guarantee you that. Yeah, that's just to kick it to the next one sooner. Yeah, I don't know if there's any such automation. I mean, maybe there's a mod for it or something. I did not look at mods. Or maybe there is. Let's take a quick look in the research. If there's any kind of, maybe it'd be called scripting. No, it might be called something to do with farms. I don't think this is going to get us anywhere. This is just going to be recipes and then farming boosts. Yeah. What I'm looking for is an actual. Yeah, I don't think it exists. Only other thing I can think of, yeah, would be just crop. Or, oh no, that was, we already have that. That was just to let me be allowed to pick this at all. Yeah, no, that's nice, but that's not what I'm after. Okay. Alright, well, we do appear to be badly running out of time here, so I am going to call the episode there. But I did think we made some excellent progress. We got some science done about how the ship combat works. We have got bread up and running, and technically I guess that means we have fertilizer up and running at an incredibly slow rate, but it does at least exist. And we've got iron improved, so I think we are good. So let's call it there for today. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like and a comment, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It really does help. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next episode. Have a good one. See ya.